afternoon, everybody. This is Garrett with GSG Group, the investment group, going over some highlights in the market for today. Today is July the 13th, 2020. It's a lot going on. It's a lot not going on. COVID numbers are still going up, and the economy is trying to catch the rebound. Are we going to do it? We don't know, but let's check it out. Right now, all markets are up except for crude oil. Crude oil just made it above the pref line. But right now, we got the S&P 500 that's up 40 points. We got the Dow Jones that's up 505 points right now, and the NASDAQ is up almost 100 points. They're hovering around 98, 99 right now. I think it's pretty odd because I look at a lot of short ETFs that I have in my watch list on Robinhood, and like this right here, this is a short futures ETF, and you see it going up. But you take like the SPY is an ETF for the S&P 500, and it's also going up. Normally when one goes up, the other one goes down. And I think this is a pretty weird pattern. I'll take a look at the SPY real quick. See how the SPY is still going up, like it's above its perforated line as well. Normally they're exactly the opposite. So if one's going up like this, the other one is also going down like that. So they are opposite of each other. But in today's market, with the three major indexes being up, the short is up higher than I ever seen it up, just in pattern, not in money, but in pattern. And it has me scratching my head, like what's going on. So I'm hovering around $200 in my in this brokerage account. Square is going down on one of my one of the fractional shares that I bought. I want to buy some more of Square since they're mainly attractive to small businesses concerning POS systems, and I want to put some more money into Square. My current buying power is around 103 bucks, so I wanted to go down some more before I just start putting some more money into it. So right now they're down about let's say 150 from where they started today. So Square opened up, they opened up at 131.05. They went up to 133.20, and they went down as low as 126.24. Right now it's 126.14. So yeah, wait for Square to go down a little bit more. I'll probably put $3 to $5 back into Square. Oh yeah. So I'll keep watching this, and then I'll add some more fractional dollars to Square. Also looking at, I know the electric car business is going to take off, and I'm not one to just jump on bandwagons like Tesla, but I was really looking into Nikola and NIO earlier. NIO is at a price point that I could at least jump in at. I had this stock when I first got on to Robinhood about 10 months ago, and this was actually one of the free stocks that they gave me, and at the time it was at $5. So when they gave me this stock, it was at $5. It hasn't been a year, and they're now up 15 bucks a share. So I'm looking into NIO and then Nikola. Let's see if Nikola. Yeah, Nikola is around $54 a share. We look at their year to date. Look like they were listed after June 4th. June 4th they went up to, oh, they just listed this year. So we just go a month back. So Nikola is into making those the trucks, the electric trucks, self-automated trucks. These are the type of trucks that Andrew Yang was talking about when he was running in his political run. And they don't have trucks on the market yet, like for sale, but they do have a lot of tests that are available to see. And I can see this company going up tremendously in the future. I'll say in the next 5 years. So this would be a pretty good 5-year hold. But right now, like if we look at their highest, the highest that they got up to is $93.99. And y'all know the rule. If you don't know the rule is a third. So if you take, the rule is 30%. So if you take 30% or 30, if you take 30% away from their 52-week high, that would be the most excellent price point. So if we get out the calculator and we do 93.99 and we multiply that times 0.3, which would be 30%. So we're going to subtract $28 and let's do 20 cents. $28.20. So we take 93.99 subtract $28.20, and it gives us $65.79. So at any price point under $65.79 is a good buying price point. So if we look at where it is right now, it's at $54.15. It's still under $65.69. So it'd be a good price to buy it at, knowing that it could go up 30% and you'll still be cool on the gains. So that's a little mathematics. That's a little mathematics. So I'm gonna add Nikola to my watch list, and then when we go back to my watch list, they should show up at the bottom. They better not show up at the top, I know that much. And they did. They showed up at the top. Right here, Nikola. They normally show up at the bottom. Must be an update. But they're right here. Um, One thing I would like to highlight as well is the stock that I've purchased that are in finance and energy. They seem to be down today, and the stocks, my ETF stocks are up. What's this? Is this energy? Yeah, my ETF. That's a REIT stock that's in real estate, commercial real estate to be specific. And yeah, the big oil ETF is up, but the individual ETF like CEI, they're currently down right now. And my tech stock, singularly, like Square and Microsoft, they're down right now, but the ETFs are up. So, just to give a brief outline on what's going on today. Looking at the top movers. I don't know what this means. Let me refresh this. Never seen top movers at 0%, so it must be a glitch with yeah, top movers right now are Innovoy, Modern, Vaxart. These are biotech companies right here. Yeah, biotech is up. Everybody's still trying to, they're running a race to find a vaccine for COVID right now. All right, go back to Yahoo News, see what the play is. Just hear a little bit of news from Yahoo. We're not going to stay there long, but just to hear what they're saying.
Well, my biggest concern right now is because of the incredible surge we've had in money supply and the fact that gold has rocketed to 8-year highs, and now silver is starting to play.
For those folks that, haven't heard some of those stocks that you just mentioned and are heavily focused on some of those other tech names, it seems as if they're everything to some of those people. And we're obviously not seeing strength.
Target, which has been sort of consolidating, is starting to look like it's interesting. That would be very helpful to the economy, and we may see money rotate. So to get back to your point, in terms of the very high growth stocks that we're seeing in these FANG stocks, the money could actually start to come out of there and rotate.
People getting together increase, and that was an issue there.
So on that front of reopening, I want to talk about Disney. That stock is actually down about 0.2 of a percentage point right now. But Disney reopening their
Palm Beach, Broward, Miami. But if you move toward the panhandles, you're going to see that we don't have that many cases in many of those counties and locations. So I believe that every region have to take measures and learn from the research that is coming. We know that this week we're going to have some epidemiological research. Just to compare cardiovascular diseases with all their complexity, or even transplant mortality rate usually is below 10%. So we have a disease with a massive mortality for the group of people that get into the critical care unit. And we are seeing now even younger people in their 50s, in the 40s, viral disease. And
so yeah, it's a lot of companies that are on the brink. If it wasn't for Disney having a platform, a virtual movie and TV show platform, I think they would be tanking right now. But of course, they don't have all their eggs in one basket, so that's a good company motto to look at. So you just don't want a company to be focused on one thing for its income. I do have a book of the week before we get up out of here. book of the week this week is Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. Shout out to my friend Lance. He gave a survey on Facebook one day, and I was like, man, I read this book. It's an older book, and it's Napoleon Hill. He followed the life of Carnegie and a couple of guys that made a lot of wealth during what age is that? The industrial age, with the railroads and when banking was gangster. So it's a pretty good read, and it's a pretty good history lesson. So Think and Grow Rich is the book of the week. Now, I'm gonna warn you, if you're reading it, it could, because it's dated, it could get a little boring. So holler at the audiobook. If you find a good audiobook with a good narrator, they may make it interesting for you. But I actually did both. I read the book and I listened to it, and I think the audiobook is a little better than the actual book that I read. I think I read a revised version that I picked up at the public library. But yeah, I'm about to get up out of here and sign out past my 15 minutes. I want you guys to be safe, take care of your loved ones, love the ones you care for, and care for the ones that you love. Peace, and I'm out.